Alrighty, so touching base on the center console, the media system, right off the bat, this is its home screen. So it's always going to be in a freeway split between maps, music, and weather. The screen itself is customizable, so you can choose to take the weather out and put something in if needed. With just a tap, it will load up whichever one you choose. Right now, with this button right here, you can choose to always have your music out so you can see what's playing. And it will always just be in the background there. But you can push it in and then have the full screen for the box. Anytime you push this top left button, it's always going to take you right back home. With the push of the music, it's going to obviously bring you in to the music. So these are the preset favorited channels. Obviously right now they're all the preview channels, but say for Sirius XM, we were a fan of just channel 2 hits 1. So what you would do is hold the screen and then it's going to change to SXM2 hits 1. So now wherever you are from the home screen, you can navigate back to hits 1. And then you can do the same with this. So say we were a my 96.1 fan. Click and hold. Now this is going to be 96.1. And then the same with the weather. One tap. That's all there is for the weather. So with this top left button here, so that is your user profile settings. So you can change user. That can be a driver 1, a driver 2, and a guest. So with driver 1, which would be you, you can name the driver. So we'll go in. Oh. Call driver 1 Michael, and then you can change your profile image, and then you can link your Bluetooth device. So anytime you get into the vehicle and log in as user 1, it's gonna switch right to your Bluetooth. Actually, I'm sorry, that's gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to change this. Gotta do a capital M. Whew, that's better. And then again, right back to the home screen. No matter where you are, hit home. It will always take you back to this freeway cluster hit. As you swipe the screen over, it's going to bring up more buttons to push. So by hitting map, it's going to take you to the map, the same as this one. Navigation menu is going to take you to all the places you can navigate to. So PLI, places of interest, you hit that and it's going to take you to gas stations, coffee shops, fast food, convenience, restaurants, banks, anything like that that they may find as a point of interest. You can take yourself there. Any routes that you have, you can cancel all routes from there. And then you can also make new routes. So you can go into the address book and save, say, your home. So then anytime you want to go home, you can just hit home. It'll take you right there. Phone is where we can go in and set up the Bluetooth for your phone, which we'll do when you come in. And then anytime you hit phone, this screen will turn to your phone screen. So you can see messages, you can see phone calls, and you can call your favorite people. UVO is the UVO intelligence for this vehicle. So from that, you download an app on the phone, and you can use that to start the car, stop the car, get monthly maintenance reports of the car, turn on the heated seats, turn on the heated steering wheel, flash the lights, honk the horn, follow the vehicle if somebody takes it for a joyride. You can really do anything from UVO, and all you have to do is just download it onto your phone. Obviously radio is going to take us to the radio, And media, if you have a phone hooked up for Bluetooth, it's going to take you to that. Otherwise, it's going to take you to sounds of nature. So as you're driving, if you know it's been a rough day at work, you want to listen to some calm sea waves, it's got all these sounds of nature built right into the phone. But we're going to change it off that. So the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so that's once you have your phone plugged in to the USB port, this screen will turn into your phone screen. Right now, obviously I'm using camera, so it's not going to connect to mine, but it will bring up your messages, navigation, music, podcasts, anything like that. Primarily with this unit, Apple CarPlay won't be used as much because you already have the navigation, Sirius XM. You can access your phone calls, messages, anything like that anyway. So primarily it won't get used as much. This is the sound mood lamps. So during the nighttime, they'll be a lot more prominent than they are obviously during the daytime, but you can set different colors for the lights to be, or you can set them to a theme as well, and the lights will dance to the music. So as you're driving home from work and it's a little darker, you'll notice that underneath, kind of in these areas, the lights will be flashing and just giving you more of a mood lighting down there. As we go over to setup, this is where it goes deep into the vehicle general setup. So device connections is where you can delete any Bluetooths. Navigation is where you can choose how the navigation works. So choose the map font size, the map color, the map display, all customizable from that area. With vehicle, this area is quite possibly my favorite area. So I'm not gonna go through all of this because it could take a while, but it is absolutely fantastic, definitely to have a look through. So setup, vehicle, driver assistance. So what they changed with the Seltos rather than earlier models is they show everything on here. So if we go to driver assist, what it's going to do now is it's going to show driver assist. So it's got highway driving assist, highway auto curve slowdown. So if we take that off, it's going to show you assist driving in a highway according to the set speed and distance to the leading vehicle while keeping the vehicle centered in the lane. Turn it on and it's going to actively do that. So all of these buttons are going to tell you exactly what everything does. So the driver attention warning that I was talking about, you can turn it off. Notifies the driver when the leading vehicle drives away. Driver warning warns the driver inactiveness and recommends arrest if needed. So you can choose to turn those on and off. Forward safety, so right now I see it showing its brakes and alerting you when it comes. You can turn it to off and then it's not going to do anything. It's going to disable the whole unit. Warning only, it will provide a warning when a risk of collision is detected. And active assist, it's going to assist in collision avoidance by providing a warning and vehicle control when a risk of forward collision is detected. So this screen is absolutely fantastic because it's going to go into detail of what all of these are, how helpful they are, with a picture guide letting you know what it is as well, which is fantastic. So from the climate, you can choose if you want automatic ventilation for dehumidifying turn on and automatic defogs. With the lights, you can choose with the one touch signal if you want it to be 3 flashes, 5 flashes, 7 flashes, or off. And also if you want your high beam assist to be on or off. So the high beam assist is gonna assist in reducing the high beam glare, which affects drivers in oncoming vehicles. So if you, like me, forget sometimes you have your highway or your high beams on, it will help dim that down for you. With the door, it's going to give you options of when it's going to lock, when it's going to unlock, and if you want the 2-press unlock. So 1 press will unlock just the driver's door, and then 2 presses will unlock the whole vehicle. The service interval, so what we like to do for the service interval is every 6,000 Ks or every 6 months they recommend coming in for service. And then in convenience is where rear occupant alert, so when you turn off the vehicle, it's going to prompt you to look behind you and make sure there's no one in the back seats. The wireless charging system, it's going to turn on and off that system. And then auto rear rain wipers, so if it's raining outside, they're automatically going to turn on and start going. And with the seats, you can change the heated seats in the back as well. They have the power to do it back there, but if they fall asleep and maybe they think they need a little heat, you can turn it up, or if people are using the heat too much, you can turn it off. In the general, this is where you can change the time, so I believe it is wrong right now, so we'll hit daylight savings time just to get that time to the right place it's meant to be. In units, this is where you can choose, if you go over to the US, you can hit miles, and it's going to change from miles per hour back to km, back to miles. And this is where you can also change the degrees as well. So if you do go over to the US, you can flip everything over nice and easy. In the sound, this is where you can change the position. So say we got the music going, hit here, it's going to play just in the front left speaker. This guy's going to play just the rear passenger side seat speaker. This one's going to be just on your right hand side, and then back middle again. In the advanced, this is your speed dependent volume control. So as you're driving down the highway, the more noise the car might make going down the highway, it's going to turn up the volume of the music. As you slow down, it's going to turn down the volume of the music. For tone, this is where you can change your bass, your mid-range, and your treble. You can hit the plus to bring it up, or you can grab and drag as well. In the priority, this is saying this is what's going to take priority over everything. So the navigation guidance has priority. So if you're listening to music, it's going to lower the music so that the navigation can tell you which way to go. Proximity warning is it's going to decrease the volume when you put yourself into reverse. So if the rear cross traffic alert kicks in, or if it's beeping because you're about to hit something, you can hear it clearer. This is the navigation volume, so you can choose how loud you want everything to be. And then in advanced, this is just some more things. So for the map, you can use the zoom in and out is through this button. The custom button, which is just this one right here, you can set that. So anytime you hit that, it will always take you to one of these options. And the mode steering button, the one that we were talking about, it will take you to the FM, AM, Sirius, anything like that. So we'll leave those blank until you get here. And then with the home screen, this is where you can edit the home icons. So you can move anything around from that home icon, and then you can change the front screen. So say you didn't want weather, you prefer to have the clock, just hold and drag, and voila, the clock will now be on the home screen for you. But I will move it back to weather, and then you can pick and choose which one. The split screen, so at the moment it is set to the radio. You can set it to any of the other ones to split between. And that is all primarily the center cluster there. So at the top of the vehicle, So this is where the UVO intelligence buttons are as well. So if you get in an accident, this will call the tow truck. This one will pin your location, and SOS will call the police and tow truck. And with the top, this is the button, so when you open the doors, it's gonna turn these two lights on. If you have it off, then it's not gonna do anything. Turn it on, so the orange lights there. When you open, it's gonna turn on the lights. For the lights, if you want just one, just give them a touch and the lights turn on and off, or push this button and all the lights come on and off. This is your sunroof, so to tilt the sunroof, push it in and then push it towards you to re-tilt it, and then pull it away from you to open it. So the tilt is just a push and hold, and then it will lean and then pull it towards you to close. So as we head down to this bit, so all these buttons here are just generalized buttons for this. So you hit map, it's going to take you to the map. Hit navigation, it's going to take you to your point of interests. The star button will be the favorite button that you can pick. Seek is obviously going to be for your music. If you're on Sirius, it's going to flip through the different Sirius channels, or you can use the tune knob to flip through the channels as well. Radio is going to take you right to the radio. Media will take you to Bluetooth or sounds of nature, and setup will take you right to the generalized setup area. So underneath is where we have the climate control. So with a push of a button here, it has its auto climate control. So one push is going to be at full power, two pushes is going to be medium power, and three pushes is going to give you the minimum power auto climate. So you can see over here, this thing is changing with each push that we have. And then to cancel auto, all you have to do is just change the fan volume yourself, and that's what's going to be turning off auto. So this is the wireless phone charging pad. So this light will turn orange when the phone is on and charging. It will turn red if there's an issue, and it will turn green if it is completed charging. For these down here, obviously a 12 volt. This center one is the one that will connect to the Apple CarPlay Android Auto, and then the one on the right is just if a passenger wants to charge their phone, they can use that one to charge. In the center here, we have your heated seats. One push is maximum, medium, minimum, off, and then cooling seats, vice versa, maximum, medium, minimum, and off. The heated steering wheel is just a one push. And this is your different drive mode selects. So it changes in the center here so you can see it. So normal is just normal driving. Smart is gonna read your driving patterns. So if you're driving a little fast, a little reckless, it's gonna put you in sport mode. If you're driving slow and kind of abiding all the rules and sticking to the road, it's gonna put you in smart eco mode. And then that way it's going to give you a little extra gas mileage and enjoy everything about the driving. The sport is gonna increase the torque, increase the response of the vehicle, and get you going a little bit faster. This is the all-wheel drive lock. So what that's gonna do is just put your car into a 50-50 all-wheel drive lock. So perfect for if you get caught on some ice, snow, anything like that. You just pop on that lock, it's gonna get you past what you need, and then it will automatically turn off if you forget to turn it off as well. And this is your downhill brake control. So that's as you're going down a hill, say you've got cruise control on at 50K, going down the hill, usually it picks up to 60, 70, but with this, it's gonna steadily keep pumping the brakes. It's not gonna hold and burn the brakes and lock the brakes. but it's gonna pump them, keep you at that 50K. Next, this is your electronic parking brake. So when you push it down, or pull it up, sorry, you'll see up here the parking brake is active, and then when you put your brake down and push it down, then it's going to turn off your parking brake. And this one here is your auto hold. So again, you'll see in the bottom it's popping up saying auto hold. So what that is I'm going to put the car into drive right now. With my foot on the brake, it turns green. So if I let go of the brake but still have the car in drive, it's not going to go anywhere. So what auto hold does is it applies the pressure on the brake, it feels that brake, and then it will hold that pressure, and it won't go anywhere until you tap the accelerator, and then it starts moving forward. But then as soon as you apply the brake, it turns green and you're not going to go anywhere. So good for red lights, traffic jams, stop signs, anything like that. It's just going to hold you in the position you are. If you're on a brake, or on a hill, sorry, that's a downward sloping hill, it's going to reapply the pressure itself so that you're not going down the hill. And the vehicle also comes with uphill brake control, meaning if you're going up a hill, it's going to use the same technology as auto hold. If you get to a stop sign right at the tip of the hill, when you let go of the brake, it's going to hold your vehicle for 2 seconds before you hit the accelerator to drive off the edge. So it will give you that extra time needed. So with the backup camera, nice and crisp, and then you can change the brightness and the contrast. And by hitting the camera as well, up in the top, you can also change the angle of the camera as well. And then with the backup camera, it also has the guidance. So you can angle yourself in. The blue line will always stay consistent, and the yellow lines will be the one that moves. And I believe, Michael, that is everything that I can think of right now. I know there's always something that I might miss. Like I said, when you come in on Tuesday, we'll go through anything again that you fear I may have missed, anything that you still have questions regarding, and I will 100% answer everything that I can. And yeah, we'll go around the outside of the vehicle, make sure all of that is up to scratch as well. So I very much look forward to seeing you 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Yeah, if you have time to watch all of these, it's a little late, it's the end of the video now, so hopefully you did. Then great. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Michael.